Okay, welcome out to today's advisory report. It is July 8th, 2026. All of our gauges are green. The market condition is favorable. Intermediate trend is bullish. The short-term signal is bullish. Price dipped down today below the 20-day, bounced off the 50-day and closed back above the 20-day, keeping the short-term trend in a bullish position. If we have a little bit more sideways action, we'll probably go back to neutral or uncertain on the market condition, but we're holding right now. It's only 2 days down from the most recent high, which had the market looking really, really good. Our strategies are mostly playing offense right now, maybe a little bit defense in the ultra aggressive, but that one gets traded quicker, so no big deal on that. Let's go ahead and look at the intermediate trend. We are looking at the SP 500 price compared to the 30-week moving average. You can see recently a lot of sideways, and that's dated May 25th. So last month and a half, we've just been kind of chopping around a little bit. Honestly, on this chart, very constructive after a huge move up just to move sideways, let the moving averages catch up a bit, and maybe a turn back up for the intermediate trend. We'll see how that plans out. One of the reasons why we are continuing to stay bullish. Looking at the short-term trend, the other day I drew this little bit of a triangle on here just to kind of show that the volatility is starting to kind of tighten up, although very wide and loose, tightening up. Price above the 20-day moving average, bouncing off the 50-day. We'll see if we want to turn back up and break out from this declining tops trend line. Let's go ahead and look at Market Lens and see some of the positions that we have in the ultra aggressive strategy. And so we'll start by looking at SpaceX. Worse than wanted, worse than expected, I guess, kind of sell off below the previous lows, but it bounced back up. We'll see if this is kind of the end for SpaceX, if it really wants to turn down the next couple days. Goldman Sachs, after a nice little gain, starting to pull back, threatening a sell, but recovering and sort of hammering out here a little bit. And we got Eli Lilly, after a nice buy, a pullback, a little move up, and now maybe a little pullback. So things are definitely choppy no matter where you're playing as far as stocks that you're trying to make money in. A kind of a cup with high handle now forming on CrowdStrike, a little bit of expected after this move from 172 all the way up to 200-ish. Now pulling back, a nice positive bar here as price came down and regained. It's kind of a similar story for all the indices. Let's go ahead and look at the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. Just want to kind of compare the NASDAQ below the 50-day, recovering a little bit, but definitely in a worse position than, say, the SP 500. As you can see, let me go to the SPY. As you can see, the S&P 500 above the 50-day. So a little bit more strength there. Let's go ahead and look at small caps really quick. Small caps also pulling back, but even looking a little bit better than the S&P 500 as price is above the 50-day, not just bouncing off the 50-day like the S&P. So if I was thinking about order of strength, we have small caps, S&P 500, then NASDAQ 100. So we're going to be looking a little bit in this area as we expand out. If things turn back up, we might want to get into this indice. And that's what I got for you today. Take care. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll be right back at it tomorrow.